Okay, we're back. I'm expecting and hoping for people to let me know if the lag is better or anything better than it was before, okay? Please let me know. We're gonna wait and hope it's better. Let me know, okay? In the meantime, I'll wait for people to come hang out. And we'll get back into it. I mean, the lag on my end is also less bad. Hopefully that's a good sign. Still there. It could be worse. The Twitch app is always the worst because I can never see anything, what's going on. But let me write in chat. Please let me know if it's better. Maybe the music's back.
You suck.
And she's back. Tell me, Rika, is it better? On my end, it was a little bit better at first, but now the light is coming back. She says it's still slightly there, but not as bad. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is then. Couldn't tell you. No clue. Technology hates me. We discovered that recently, you know. And you know. It's okay, we only need to really tolerate it for about half an hour more. Is it so annoying or unbearable that like you can't hear me because I'm gonna be talking a lot this stream? Okay. Because Twitch still didn't tell me that you were online though. It's like a little hard to make you out at times, but I think you can piece together the broken sentences. Oh, but that's lame. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I can do differently. I do what I always do. Nothing's new. If anything, it should work out because I don't have my bubble gifts on my overlay. Because guess what? They were in one of the files that got corrupted on Sunday. So I don't understand. Like what the problem is. There's always a problem. Just can't figure it out. Technology hates me. Like I have nothing else open other than Click Studio Paint and OBS. I don't even have the luxury of having music and the internet for anything while I'm streaming, and it still doesn't work. And that's why you need a computer. Oh my gosh, just draw. Yeah, so I'm not doing her face while there's a lag, forget that. Like Twitch is even telling me that I only have one person watching. I know that there's just 3 of you, so... Alright then. And maybe people are leaving when they come on my stream because it's laggy and there's broken sentences apparently, so that's great. It's just I wonder if there'll be a difference if I disable my webcam. Let me see what happens. Where's the disabled button? Does now work during stream? That's great. You can kind of see like my GIF there because of the overlay. But I don't know, does that help the sound whatsoever? Let me see if it helps my lag. None whatsoever. Not even a little bit. So no point. Alright. That did nothing. Okay, how about that? I'm gonna make sure my mic is coming from the right place. Yep. All is good there. Couldn't say. because it's so hard to make you out at times. Read that. Oh, what'd you do? The echo stop. I think it's webcam. Through the echo stop, but just lower the music a bit. Sure thing. Yeah, I think the echo was coming from my webcam mic, because apparently my webcam has a mic built into it that nobody asked for. So I think that's what that was. So there we go, that's solved. And music. Lower the music. There we go. Alright, so time to vent because we've got a lag today. So technology hates me. Earlier, oh, by the way, if you guys don't know what I'm working on, I was trying to work on my little Kofi graphic for my shop that I'm going to launch soon with actual prints. So that's gonna be fun. Hopefully we can pre-order Mermaid, or you can have the option to do that. That's the goal. So now, as far as what happened on Sunday, I didn't stream last week because some of my files got corrupted and I lost like a year's worth of work in there. And yes, I back my projects. I just don't back them as often as I should. I guess you could say that I would like backing like once a year, which is probably dumb, and I should be doing it. Well, now after what happened, I'm gonna do it like every freaking other day, a lot. So I lost a lot of stuff, and it was really sad, and I cried, and it sucked because a lot of it was FANGS promo. And personal art even, and a lot of just handy files, like my bubbles on screen aren't there because they were in one of the files I got corrupted and they're gone. So just a bunch of stuff like that. So I basically had to start from scratch, and on top of that, not only does technology hate my files, it hates my streams. I can't stream because of the lag, even though I thought I fixed it. Again, I always think I fix it, and then it just starts lagging again. And I'm like so confident it's my computer, it's the laptop. It's just not built for this, I guess. It's a very good laptop, but not good enough, I guess. So I need another computer. And also, to back all of the files that I have more frequently means I need more hard drives, because I'm not gonna just back it on one. After what happened to me, I'm gonna back it on like 5. And decent sized hard drives that can save everything, you know, they're like $100 minimum each. So that's great. Also, when I get a new computer, I'm going to need a new monitor as well, because I don't have a computer screen. I mean, I have my my Cintiq, my tablet, but with my laptop, I've been using the extended display option to have references up and stuff like that. And if I get a new computer, I'm gonna need a new monitor for that. So that's great too. I laugh out of frustration, out of sheer shock and horror of what I had to go through. What I am going through. I'm streaming today because tomorrow I have a lot of stuff going on, and I don't know what's happening Sunday, so just to be sure. I'm sorry, lately I have been so inconsistent with my streams on the weekends. I think I'm just gonna have to... Well, to be fair, I don't get all that excited to stream because of this lag problem. Like, it's happened so many times that I'm just like, it's like a gamble at this point, and it's not fun to work on something and like so slow, and then you just don't get to like enjoy, like it's just not fun. So I have to replace and buy a lot of new tech, which really sucks. My webcam is working wonderfully, which is great. My webcam stand, my mic is great. Like, these are all very new things. My laptop is pretty old. Even my Cintiq is old as heck, man. Though I will not be replacing this big guy because it still works. It's one of the only old tech that I have that still works. But yeah, I need a new computer, and I need something strong. Something that can handle a lot. It can handle music, it can handle my art creation. it can handle OBS, because apparently that's so difficult. And apparently OBS gets really packed and full when like you put a lot of browser sources on it, which is basically the fun stuff that you can think of. Like, remember when we had the little cat on stream? My little kitty that would like say messages depending on what you typed in chat? Yeah, that's apparently a very powerful little engine that you need a very strong computer to maintain on your OBS, and that's just one. You know, the sound alerts? That takes a lot of power from my OBS. Just alerts in general when people follow and like, or tip and stuff. Like, these things take strength on OBS, and thus my computer strength. So my laptop is just... Which sucks, I love my laptop. I mean, it's all plugged in over there on the side, so I'm not going to grab it, but I wish I could show it to you. Like, I decorated it, the keyboard is seafoam, I have a cute little case for it. Like, I love my laptop the moment I got it, but when I got it, I wasn't streaming, I guess, and I wasn't considering all of that. I just got it because, like, oh, it works. And it does, to do everything else. The moment it's streaming, it just doesn't work. And I guess it's so weak. You know, even when my files got corrupted, you know what happened? I was working on Clip Studio Paint and a video at the same time. I was working on the animation. Sorry, hang on. I was working on the animation of the Sailor Art Siren and a 10 piece that I just did, because I promised you guys that I would animate it. I finished animating it, and animating takes a long time. A really long time. And I finished it, and so I had another program, which is like a movie maker. It's like a video editing software, where I took the video and I was duplicating it, so I could make about a 30-minute long lo-fi video. So I was duplicating that, and I was downloading some free tracks and stuff and listening to some music to choose the songs for the lo-fi. And while I was doing that, I was working on a SILVERPORT promo. And when I went to save the SILVERPORT promo, it wasn't working. Clip Studio Paint kind of had that little... It was kind of glitching a little bit. And it wasn't that weird, because sometimes Clip Studio Paint will like just stop. It'll just stop responding and you close it. Luckily, it has that autosave feature where like like I set it to every 40 minutes, where it will save what you're working on. So I wasn't too concerned. I was just like, you know what? I'll just shut down Clip Studio Paint, reopen it, and like the worst I lost is 40 minutes of work. Nothing, right? So I did that. But then I tried opening the file and it was just, I couldn't find it. It wasn't opening it. So I was just like, what the heck? And then the video program was also kind of like not responding, so I had to, you know, with the animation, so I shut that down. I was just like, okay, I guess my computer just needs a reboot. So I restarted my whole computer. And then I went to go look for the files I had opened, and they were just nowhere to be found until when I actually did find them. So then my computer couldn't open them. So then I spent like the whole day with my fiance trying to figure out where the heck these files were. So it would like say something different every time. It's like, oh, these files' locations were moved, or the files were renamed, or they were deleted, or like it would say like all kinds of different things, and codes would come up, and I'd Google the codes, and pretty much they're gone. They're just gone. And the only thing I can think of that happened is that I had this movie program and Clip Studio Paint open at the same time, and they were working on things like the movie program, you know, 30 minutes, it's a long video with an animation in it, and I was saving a big promo art on Clip Studio Paint. I just think it was just too much for my computer to handle, and it tripped out and it just destroyed a shitload of things that those files I had opened were in, because certain folders completely erased themselves. They're just gone. They corrupted. And it's not a coincidence that those were folders that both programs were trying to save into. I mean, I'm not a computer person. I'm not a technology person. I actually don't really know what happened, to be fair. I'm just guessing, you know? But either way, I blame my laptop. I blame the weakness of my laptop. It just couldn't handle it, I guess. Because the only time my computer ever does shitty stuff like this is with OBS. And it's just these strong programs that are just like too much for the laptop. I suppose this laptop was more made for casual things, and you know how it goes. Anyways, I'm gonna check chat, see if anybody's chatting or if I'm just talking to the wall. Let's see. Okay, so Bookworm's in chat, and she says, hi, hello. Oh, that's awful. Yeah. Briga says, nowadays, everything requires a strong computer. I know. You would hope the technology gets better, right? And this laptop wasn't cheap either. I got it. It's not even old. I said it's old because it's old by today's standards. Like, people replace their laptops every year now, right? But this one I got, wow, couldn't have been more than 2 years. That's why it's perfectly fine. It's just it can't handle everything that I want to do on it, I guess. Yeah, so let's see. I wanted to get a mic stand, by the way. I also want to get a mic stand for my mic because it's always on the desk and it takes up counter space and it's annoying. So I want a mic stand so that it's up and out of the way. I want to get a new computer, which will require a new monitor. And oh yeah, and a couple of external hard drives and USBs, which are a couple $100 right there. So at least I have things to make Kofi goals for. I have things that Kofi will be funding. But anyways, the biggest loss of this whole thing was all of that lost Silver Fangs promo. You don't even know how depressing that was. I actually cried because when I realized that we couldn't save it and they were gone, and how it was just so sudden. And like for a reason I can't even understand or explain. I was like, I can't catch a break, can I? So yeah, all week I've basically been processing that. And yeah. On a positive note, if you can look on the screen, I'm going to be opening my print shop soon. And I said this earlier, but I'll say it again. I do have my Redbubble store, obviously, which I love and it's really fun, but it's not as effective as supporting me financially. This is more of a fun thing. Like, I do get a cut of the sales of the products, but it's very, very small. I think it's 15 or 20% or something. So you can do the math, obviously, because and fair enough. Like, I'm not salty about that. I'm not bitter because, you know, they make the products, they print them on, they print the designs on, they ship them out, they do everything, right? So I get the percentage of the design itself, and for bringing them the customer. That's the point. So that's cool, but you know, and it's really cool to like have people like wearing my art. Like, that's like it's satisfying and rewarding in a whole other way. But financially, prints are the way to go. I just been working on it. Because I don't know if you guys remember this, but back when I canceled my series and all the news came out and stuff, I was in the process of moving. So I can't even express how busy things have been in the last 6 months. Maybe no more than that. How many months has it been since September? And more, because I knew about what I was planning to do and I knew about the cancellation before I announced it. So since basically a year. Basically since last summer. Yeah. So it's been really hectic. And I really love streaming, and I would stream more than, like, I've been streaming once a week, but like I want to do it so much more. I just can't because the computer, like, technology has just failed me so much this year. And yeah, I need a better system. And I'm gonna do so much research, and I'm gonna have my fiance give me his, you know, big brain, because he's better at this stuff than me, and he's going to find me hopefully the best computer possible, and we'll have some Kofi. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll do some smaller goals next for the monitor for my new computer down the line, or maybe my mic stand, stuff like that, and then we can do like a big goal for the whole computer itself. Maybe I can do like a really big Silver Fangs promo, something with like a lot of characters, or maybe a comic tease, you know, like something to like tease of what's to expect this fall, you know, something like that. I don't know, just some ideas. Oh, Janine and Aura is in chat. Hi, you guys. Ricky says, my brother says it's cheaper to build a CPU computer than buying the entire thing. I know, I actually know that. And I might, because I am way too lazy to figure it out. I know it's really, really easy nowadays. People do it all the time, but like I've got too much going on already with Silver Fangs. I think I might actually nag my fiance and bug him to build it. But I know that is something that we're considering too. But for that, we have to look into it and know what the cost is and what the parts are and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure he'll figure it out. Aura says, hope you're having a good day and it's been beautiful and bright. I'm sorry if I'm a broken record at this point, but Aura, no, it is not a beautiful and bright day. It hasn't been a beautiful, bright week at all. You know, files got corrupted. I don't know if you saw the update, but yeah. At files that got corrupted, and why is my webcam turning? It's like turning more and more to the right. Have you noticed? Hello, I'm over here. My goodness. Now Luna's out of sight. Well, it's okay. She's sleeping. Whatever. I was saying that some of my files got corrupted and they're gone, and that includes a lot of Silver Fangs promo. I'm really, really, really upset. Like, I'm smiling now, but on Sunday I was like in tears. It was a nightmare. It was terrible. And now I'm trying to work on this little thing, but it keeps like lagging. Let me try again. Maybe my computer had a chance to warm up. What does that even mean? Like technology, like freaking technology. Maybe my computer's had time to warm up. As if it's like a person. You know, see, there's still a lag there. But, yeah, I was basically trying to work on a little Kofi graphic. Because I'm opening my print store soon. So weird. The lag will be like not as bad, and then it'll be horrendous, and it'll be not as bad. It's like inconsistent, but whatever. But yeah, see, like she's gonna be basically doing this, and on the back there's gonna be you know, some prints that'll be on the store. I'm gonna start pretty small, you know, because I was thinking, I was like, you know, I can launch it like with like lots and lots of inventory to be like epic, but then at the same time I'm just like, well, I've been like pretty down low lately because of Silver Fangs and everything, so I'm basically gonna start with like a couple of some of my older inventory that I might still have, and then pre-orders for the mermaid pieces, and we'll start with that. And then after a couple weeks or so, when I have more art to print, I will put them on the store. That sounds good to you. Rika says camera's more interested in Luna. I don't blame it. Yeah, I know, but she's twitching right now. She's dreaming. Yeah. Sorry to wake you, but I wanted to make sure that, you know, you're like alive and not dying in your sleep. Let me see. Oh wait, are you getting up? Let me try to. There, you can kind of see her. Not really. Wait. One moment. No, that's not what I wanted. Trying to reach my keyboard. Oh look, you kind of see her behind the overlay. There she is. Hey. Hey, sweetie. Gotta give the people what they want, and they want Luna. You're more popular than me. They like you more. Yeah, she's not being all that interesting right now. She's just, yeah, she's just gonna room herself and go to bed again. Because that's what she does. No. I wanna... the Alt button. There we go. There we go. Let's see, Aura says, damn, I'm so sorry, that sucks big time. Yeah, it does. Okay, you know what, Luna? Move over. Maybe I can just hang out over here with you and then they can look at us both at the same time. I'm guessing there's no way to restore them? Nope. No, there is not. I spent many hours trying to save them. Nothing. They are corrupted and gone. I was telling the story of how, like, what I think happened and everything, and I don't want to be, you know, every time, it's so frustrating. After I was waiting here for, like, oh my gosh, you are cute. You are cute. Why are you so cute? So basically, oh yeah, what was I was venting, saying that, like, I was waiting for people to come in so I can talk about this, and I spoke when there was, like, hardly anybody, and now everybody's here, and I have to tell the stories again. I will in a minute. Bookworm says, so stoked for new prints, because Kayla's the best, and she always supports me. I'm excited, too. I'm gonna put the mermaids on pre-order. What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, Aura, for the 7 pearls. You're so sweet. She's always sharing her pearls with me. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I was talking about how I need to get a new computer to handle OBS and, like, not corrupt files on me, because I'm pretty sure it happened because I had 2 very powerful programs open and I was trying to save something on both of them and then it just died. So there's that. And then I have to buy a computer monitor if I'm gonna get a computer, because I'm not gonna get a laptop this time. I've been living off laptops for too long. And they always slow me down, so I'm gonna get an actual desktop. Yeah, so that'll probably be my next goal. Rika says, now you woke her up, she must groom herself. Yeah, you know, Luna, sometimes she gets, like, offended when I, like, pet her. Like, on a certain moment that she doesn't want to be pet, she'll, like, literally, like, twitch, like, away from me, and then she'll, like,
wonderful
groom that
artwork.
one spot.
I love your subject matter. Keep it up.
Ah! Oh my gosh, Kayla knows exactly how to make me feel better. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. Oh my goodness. Or the 500 pearls. I didn't have my headphones in, so I didn't get to hear it perfectly, but I did hear it a little. Aww. Thank you. Thank you, Kayla. That's so nice. To get a compliment from the Pharaoh right now is really just excellent. I bet you guys are wondering where I got that clip from. I'm gonna tell you that in a minute. Ricky says, it's okay, man. You know it off by heart, I'm sure. It's true. I have played that thing on repeat. It's like you don't even know. But it was nice that you got to hear it. Bookworm says, you're amazing. No, you are. Oh my gosh, that's so cool that you guys got to hear that sound alert. I was wondering, because I know I made it expensive so it can be like a rare gem, you know? Not that 500 bits is expensive. I don't even know what that is. What even is 500 bits in, like, actual money? Because I know Twitch takes, like, half of it. But, anyways, it doesn't matter. Or says, a horrible situation happened. We have a duty to try it. Cheer MJ up. Well, if you really want to cheer me up, then, the best thing that you can do to cheer me up is just to keep hyped up about Silver Fangs. That's probably the best. Like, man, you know, support on Kofi, support on Patreon, support through Pearls. Any kind of support is always so great. Like, obviously, it's very helpful and it's so nice. But my favorite thing is keeping the hype up for Silver Fangs. Get excited about it. Talk about how hot the characters are. Talk about, like, what you think is going to happen. We're actually going to schedule, like, another discussion to, like, before the release of the comic. We want to have one more discussion where we're going to talk about the Orion miniseries and what we think that means for Silver Fangs and what's going to happen. And we want to do that because the Orion miniseries had a lot of hidden stuff, and it would be fun to read it one more time because it's entertaining and it's funny. And I just thought, like, we can't read it in the actual discussion like we usually do because it's long, so you'd have to show up already having read it. But I really do want to have a discussion. I think it would be a lot of fun. But oh my gosh, so that voice clip, by the way, it's impossible to hear it anywhere else because it is custom for me. Kayla, who actually cheered the 500 bits for it, she actually she went through the Pearls channel, but if you go to my About section on Twitch and you redeem it through the sound alert box, I think a GIF should pop up of him. But anyways, she got in touch with Dan Green, which is the voice of Yami Yugi, and she got him to acknowledge me and my art, which is really nice. So I clipped out that little portion and made a voice clip from it. It makes me happy every time I hear it. He loves my art, and I headcanon that it's a Tim loving it, and he's my husband, so yes. Anyways, I've chatted enough. Let me try this again and tolerate the lag. Yeah, man, I lost so many. I can't even tell you how much content I lost. If I had to, like, put a number on it, I couldn't even count them all because I can't remember them. Like, I had so much concept art that I lost. Like, concept art of the hero. And, like, things that's gonna happen in the story much later down the road. New characters. I lost... Like, see, I can't even tell you everything because it'd be spoiling. I lost... so much. A lot of promo art, obviously, because I said that already. Like, I can think, like, if I think about it too much and think about all my favorites that I lost, I might cry again because of how, like, frustrating that is. Like, some of them I liked so much that I might have to, like, redraw them. Because I can redraw them all, technically, but it won't quite be the same, Like, that's the thing with art. You can never do it exactly the same. So that's why I was just like, well, if I recreate them, then I could, like, add a little something extra, something new that wasn't in the last one so that it doesn't feel like homework or, like, it doesn't feel boring having to recreate the same piece of artwork. Maybe I can, like, almost make, like, a 2.0 version. I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, do I want to bother? Like, even though I didn't get to share it with anybody and I'll never get to see them again, they're in my memory. So should I just use up my time to continue to make more stuff and continue doing my other ideas? Because I never run out of ideas when it comes to promotional artwork. Or it says the concept art. No. Yeah, including the concept art of the new hero, like, when I started, like, recreating in the entire new series and I started designing Hunter's new hero concept, like, from start to finish, all that progress is gone. She says, it's very true. You can always redo them later on, or else you might be frustrated from the loss. Yeah. But, like, redoing them exactly as they were is boring, and also, like, because I have them in my head, if they don't come out exactly the same, I'm gonna be like, no, it's not perfect, so I have to kind of, like, recreate them in a new way. That's basically what I'm gonna have to do. And the worst part is, too, is not just the loss, but the fact that I had all that buffer. Because, like, why do you think... Okay, my camera's turning again. Turn this way. Like, why do you think that I had so much promo that I didn't share with anybody? Like, why would I keep that all to myself? Think about it. It's because I wanted buffer, so that I can create the comic without having to worry about making promotional art too much, and I already have it there to release every once in a while. Kind of like right now I'm creating the comic, and I'm not publishing it yet, and waiting for the fall so that I can build buffer so that when the time comes to do weekly updates, I'm like ahead. You know what I mean? It's pretty much like, it's just, yeah. And I had so much. I've been making promo since, like, I want to say last year, but technically not last year because I was still doing concept art last year. So like the promo, but like I lost all that too. So technically I lost the year's worth of work, but like the promo art has been mainly like the last 6 months. And like I had so much of it. Where it says, you got this, keep on swimming ahead. Yeah, that's the goal. I'm too stubborn. It's really funny. The day that it happened, my fiance took me out to eat so that I can, like, you know, at least get like happy chemicals in the brain from some of my favorite food at the very least, right? Because I was so miserable. And after we were talking about it, I remember saying, like, in the middle of my sadness, and I was just like, I'm a sick person because, like, after everything that just happened, like, I should be feeling really crappy. I should be feeling like I can't, like, I just don't want to even draw for, like, a month, you know, maybe more. But when it happened, the first thing I wanted to do was make more art. I was just like, I almost thought of it as, like, well, crap, now I don't have buffer. What am I going to do? Like, like, I don't have, like, promo art to share. Like, what about my highest patrons? Like, we're in the process of recreating Patreon and getting it ready for the Silver Fangs, the new era, basically. But my highest tier patrons, the superhero patrons, they're still getting content, and I'm like, I don't have anything to give them now. You know? Like, what, you know, so I was just almost like out of obligation and responsibility. I was just like, I have to go and make new art. That, and on top of that, I'm just like, I have nothing to look at. I have nothing to, because a lot of the times when I would work on Silver Fangs, I would go to the promotional art that I did and I would look at it, and then that's like my ideas and like where my passion was coming from. And I'm just like, oh, you know, I remember this, okay, let's do this, or this gives me another idea, like it's what inspired me. And like now I didn't have that. I'm like, I have to go make some new seeds of inspo for future me. I guess it just proves how passionate I am about it. So I have some ideas. Actually, maybe that can be another, maybe that could be the next Kofi goal. You know, to fund my, my webcam stand, or my new monitor for my new future computer that I clearly have to get. You know, something like that. Maybe I can do a Silver Fangs promo. This is the slowest inking I've ever done, and I apologize. So yeah, any more questions about how bad it was? Because I'm still sad. Like, I'm laughing in anger, really. And because I already went through the sad phase. You know? I'm just like, oh, okay. Time to move on. But, you know, let me put some music on for a bit. Serious love. Serious shout out to Kayla for playing that voice clip. That was really good timing. It made me feel really warm inside. just so horrendous. But yeah, and I didn't lose just SilverFangs promo. I lost a lot of personal art as well. Like, you know my avatar, basically this one. All right, chill out, motorcycle. I hate that guy. You know this art right here? That specific one of my avatar and many others. The original files are gone too. So I basically had like to use that art again, like for any kind of graphic design work. Like I think I have a decent resolution that I re-downloaded from my DeviantArt that I can like edit and like do my best with. But like, you know how annoying and tedious that is? It's just, ugh. It was such a freaking loss, man. My Sailor Art Siren art is gone, like the original file, so I can't animate it anymore. Like I did animate it, like I told you earlier on. I had it animated and I was preparing lo-fi with it, but the animation's gone as well, and I can't reanimate it now. Because I don't have the original files that it was drawn on, so. It's just really crappy. Oh my gosh, this leg. Thanks for reminding me why I was just talking for the last 20 minutes and not inking you. Like my streaming schedule has been on like weekends, or at least I've been trying to stick to it. I think I'm going to revoke that and only stream whenever I am open to, because what's the point in coming on and streaming if the lag won't let me make art, you know what I mean? And I am sorry too if this stream has become so negative and depressing, okay? Cut me some slack. Like, please don't judge me. Let me complain a little. Man, the concept of my new characters are gone. Even the concepts. Oh, I just remembered too a promo I really liked and it's gone. It just... just gone. Oh, I'm getting the sadness back. Brookram says, I'm glad I happened to be looking for it. I was like, ooh, I gotta hear it again too, though I watch it constantly. Yeah, because she has the original video that she sent me that I clipped it from. Well, I really appreciate it. It was really nice. And I appreciate it for getting the clip for me and then also triggering the sound alert. I really do appreciate it. Laura says, it's okay, it's a frustrating situation, you're just being honest. Yeah. Very frustrating. Also, I think that the sun is going down enough that I can open these again. Here we go. Yeah, don't mind the mess back there. We're like organizing things, but hey! What cute little eyes you have. Look how comfy she is. She sleeps in herself. That's how much fur she has. Imagine having like a blanket attached to you that you can just cozy up in all the time. So jealous. right? This leg is impossible. Tell you what, I'm gonna chit-chat with you guys for about 15 more minutes. And I'm gonna go. But definitely keep an eye out for news about my shop and my next Kofi goal, because I clearly have a computer to save up for. And hard drives. External hard drives. I mean, I have the one that I've been backing my stuff on, you know, every whatever, but I didn't back these files specifically. But I want to get a second one so that I can back that. Maybe a couple USBs so I can also back certain projects. Like, I'm gonna go crazy, you don't understand. Because the last thing I need is for this to happen in another few months, and it's like happens to like actual Silver Fangs pages. Can we not have that? That would be terrible. Be terrible. So yeah, I'm gonna be backing constantly on like everything. I'm gonna be emailing everything to my fiance and be like, hey, you back it on your shit too. Everywhere. So that this doesn't happen again. And if you want to suggest things for the next goal, like something that I draw in return, I am taking requests now. Some people already dropped some interesting ideas in Discord, but you can leave them anywhere. Here, on social media, wherever, and I will consider them. Rika says it was so cold at the office today, I could have used Luna's fur. Honestly, lately I have been like going back and forth when it comes to the temperatures. Like, I'll be like cold all the time and I'll be like, okay, I really shouldn't wear t-shirts because that's what I've been wearing, and so I put a sweater on and then I'm dying and I'm like, why is it so hot just with one sweater? Oh, jeez. Oh, like, it's just impossible. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom out of here. I'm gonna put the Cintiq back down on the floor. Yeah, I had it on the ground. Because, as you can tell from back there, we had, I've been organizing some stuff, and, that involved with... Oh, thank you so much, Aura, for gifting a subscription to Rika. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. It's really nice of you. Also, let me put this back on the ground for a minute. Yeah, I've been putting it on the ground because this thing, if you didn't know, is huge and heavy and old because it's an older model. And it just takes a lot of space on the desk. And it's heavy too. I actually have I actually need pillows on my lap when I have it on me because it's so heavy. And thank you, Aura, for the subscription. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so nice. And it's really heavy. So, and it's big. It's basically like, you remember those old monitors back in the 90s? The big box monitors? That's what it feels like sometimes. And I just needed some desk space, so there's really no room for it on the table right now. And right now I'm looking into my camera's over there. I can look at it, and then my mirror's right here, just so I can make sure that when I'm talking I don't have something in my eye. Anyways, let me see what y'all are up to. Let me see what you guys are saying. Put my speaker away because I think we're done with the music for now. Okay, you guys are pretty quiet today. I guess you just like to hear me complain about how technology hates me, huh? Move this light a bit. I don't know. Do you guys like hearing me ramble? Because let me tell you something. I can totally... Also, let me turn that camera again. It's always slightly turning. Hey, I'm over here. There we go. No, wait. You guys like to look at Luna. Okay. Give it a tiny touch. There we go. Don't worry. The camera will slowly turn back. But yeah, if you guys hearing me talk, like I can do some streams sometimes. Maybe I'll come on for a bit and just talk, even though, I mean, unless I have nothing to talk about, because today I just have a lot, because I have a lot to complain about. Or it says, yes, rambling is fun. Program says, hi, always watching you draw and listen to you talk. That's the thing. I like to draw while I'm talking, but there's lag. I need a new computer. Ugh. I need a new computer. It says drawing at the same time before work, exhaustion wins mood, or it says it's event stream. Computer fund, yeah. So I have to think about what computer I want to buy / build. So I'm gonna need some time to think about how much money I'm gonna need and what kind of a artwork I can provide in return for all of your donations. So that one is going to be put on the back burner for now. In the meantime, I want a stand for my not my webcam. I got my webcam stand already because of you guys. I want one for my mic, so that my mic can be up here and off the table because it takes up desk space. So I want that, and I want a new hard drive. So maybe I'll do a smaller goal to cover those. A hard drive and a couple USBs. So maybe I'll do a goal to cover that. And then the one after that, it could be a computer monitor while I figure out which computer I'm actually going to get. You know, like a nice computer monitor, decent size, because my laptop is, you know, pretty small. That was always the downside. So I wouldn't mind something bigger. And why do I need a monitor when I have my Cintiq? Because I like to have extended displays so I can put references on my other monitor. I mean, sometimes not always references. Sometimes I just like to listen to podcasts or watch videos and, like, you know, I'm sure you guys understand, like, just watch stuff while I'm working. And I, up until now, have been either, you know, making my workspace smaller to have my video on my Cintiq, like, on the side, or extending it over to my laptop monitor. That's basically what I've been doing up until now. It's just been really cramped. It's been really cramped. So if I'm gonna get a new computer, might as well get a new monitor. So we'll get that. And then, when I know what I'm doing, we'll get the new computer. But that's gonna be a bigger fund. So I just want to make sure that I know what I'm doing and we can think of a project. I think a really good idea would be to do a really big, either a comic tease or a Silver Fangs promo, like something like on the bigger side, not just like a character or two, like something really cool or fun, something like that. Or I don't know. Maybe I'll do the computer right straight away if we can think of something. I don't know. I have to talk to my fiance about it. Because guess what? September's right around the corner. And despite my sadness and not being in the mood to work on it, well, I am in the mood to work on it. I'm never not in the mood to work on it. But being kind of depressed about the whole situation, it's, you know, I still have to make pages. So, hey, who knows? Maybe my shop will do decently and I can use the funds for that to get a new hard drive and a monitor that I don't actually have to make a Kofi go for it. We'll see. Oh my gosh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I cut my hair. It's longer in the back because I'm a freaking mermaid and I need to keep my long hair. So I left it long in the back. And it was actually longer than this. When I did this, it would still come down to here. I told her to cut about a hand's length. So this is how long it was before. It was insane. I told her to cut that much on the back. And then in the front, I got her to layer it and make it short in the front like this. And it's been freaking heaven. I can breathe. It's not a mission to brush it. Like, I would shed hair like this one does. Okay, we're hair shedders. Right, Luna? Here, come a little closer into the camera. Wow, you didn't even budge. But I've been shedding like way less, so that's good. That's good. And my ends aren't like dry, so. Janine says, did you cut it yourself? No, I do my bangs myself, though. My bangs I cut myself, but not my hair. My hair I went to a new place, which was so annoying, because this place is a little bit more, what do you say? I don't want to say prestige. It's just a little bit more expensive. So, it was an expensive haircut, which is annoying. But the thing is that, like, going to the place that I went before, like, it's too far because I moved. I'm just, like, it's really out of the way. And I never really loved how they did it. So, like, I kind of always tolerated it because, like, they're way cheaper. Like, you get what you pay for, right? So, it was more expensive, but it was definitely worth it. She did a great job. I love the layering. It just makes things so light on my hair, you know? And I like it because it still looks really long. You still get the Art Siren look, but it's not so heavy, and like the top layer is way shorter than the bottom, so it looks, so there's way more cut than it looks, which is cool. Love it. Jenny says, I got my hair done earlier today. What a coincidence. How did you get yours done? Where it says, your hair looks super cute. It's perfect for the warm weather. Yeah, you know, another thing is that I'm so lazy. I like to wake up and it's done. Like, I didn't do anything to my hair today because it's just done. All I have to do is when I go to sleep, I take my bangs and I, like, pin them kind of to the side, as goofy as that looks. Because when I sleep on the pillow, I have this thing where I like to sleep on the pillow right here, on this part of my forehead. Right here. And what that does is that squishes my bangs. So the next day I wake up and, like, everything is super flat. And then, like, this part is out. So I have to pin them back at night. And then with my hair, am I talking about my hair with my headphones on? And then with my hair, I basically, before I cut it, I will put it up in a bun. And during the day, it would either be in pigtails or a bun. I don't know if you remember that stream where I took out like 4 different hair ties out of my hair, and it was in a bun with like a little bow, because it's just so long and it gets cut in everything. Like, there'd be time, like, if I would sit on it all the time. Like, when I'd sit down, I had to watch out for my hair. And imagine going to the bathroom. That's fun if it's not in a bun. Because I say a bun because people say, why not just a ponytail? Because it's still long as heck in a ponytail. It's still insane. I could still sit on it in a ponytail. It doesn't do anything. And I was tired of buns. It's not, like, cute, you know? So, don't get me wrong, the super long hair looked really nice if you maintained it every day and tolerated it. But, like, I don't have time to curl my hair every single day, you know? And then even when I went to the salon, when she was done, it looked so extra, like, nice because she blow-dried it. And I was just like, I don't have the patience to blow-dry my hair anymore to get this look. And I was just like, please tell me that, like, when I wash my hair and, like, it's normal, it's still gonna be okay. And she's just like, yeah, totally. And it's true, because the layers gives it like a normal fine look, I guess. I don't know. Jean says, usually to find new oil, hair is super, super dry. That's important. Make sure you take care of your hair. Yeah, before I cut it, I was looking for something for frizz, because that's another thing with super long hair. Like, it just gets cut up and everything. It was just annoying. But because of these layers, I'm going to try, like, some different stuff. I haven't seen what my hair looks like when it's curled with layers, or with, like, if it's straightened or anything like that. So I want to see what happens, because I didn't have my hair layered before. It was, like, all the same length. And so I know if I braid it, a bunch of hairs is going to be sticking out because of that. But anyway, I'm babbling so much. I don't want to bore you with my hair. Rick says I gotta get my hair cut. I'm gonna get it dyed too. That's fun. Let me guess. Blonde. So predictable of Rika. Janine says one of these days you need to get colored extensions. Oh, that's fun. Let's see, that's another thing. I would get my ombre seafoam extensions, but very expensive. Or not extensions, because my hair was already so long I could literally just, you know, do the ends of it, but it's so expensive. And because I have really dark hair, it just goes away in like a day. Even if I bleach it first, which kills my hair, and then it's just super dry, and then it still goes away in like a week. It just ends up becoming like a yellow green as opposed to seafoam. So I used to do it when I was a teenager. There was like a couple months where I would maintain it and like buy that home dye, and just like every week, like on the weekend, I would like do it. But like, that's dedication, man. And like, who cares? I mean, like, what would be the point of spending all that money, you know, and time? Like, I work at like an aquarium fish store, and then when I'm home, I draw pictures. It's not like I'm anywhere that like people appreciate it. You know what I mean? Oh, hi, Dragonkin. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate and Posture Check. Really appreciate it. My posture's actually pretty good right now because my chair, my awesome chair, if you look, it's actually it's perfectly straight. I don't have it like leaning back or anything. I'm sitting upright, especially since I'm not drawing at the moment because of the lag. So I'm just chit-chatting. But yeah. I don't know if you know the news, but I lost a bunch of my my artwork that I never got to share. Files got corrupted. Didn't back it in time. Kill me. Technology. Yeah, and the stream is lagging so badly that I can't even draw anything. So basically, I've been venting this entire time, talking about how I need to get new tech, and yeah. Basically introducing myself like, hi, I'm ArtSirenMJ, my life sucks. Technology hates me. The huge. Let's see. Janine's giving me a quick update on her VTube mission. Bad news is I had to cancel my commission for my VTube avatar because the artist was super late and got rude. Good news, I found a new artist. Oh man, I'm sorry. They do not represent all of us, okay? I know of so many people that had bad experience with artists where they'll pay and they'll just like disappear or not meet deadlines or anything like that. Like, look, here's the deal. Don't make promises you can't keep, you know? Like, I don't think I've ever, and I'm not saying this to brag, I just feel like this is like a bare minimum that everyone should do. This isn't even worth bragging. I feel like this should just be a thing. And a lot of people, I'm sure, do this as well. But with me, I've never had that happen to me. I've never, like, had to give a refund. That's not true. I can recall one time. But that was totally not my fault. That was, you know, because some people, just as the artist can be shitty, the clients can be shitty too. But other than that one time, I don't think I've ever recalled giving a refund. I know I was never late to delivering a project, and I never didn't deliver. I just never vanished on people. I also didn't make promise that I couldn't keep, or if I was like going to be late, I gave like many warnings. Like, I don't know, it's just so easy. I don't understand how people can do that. But I've been scammed before. When I wasn't taking commissions back when I was like, I think this happened, oh gosh, just a long time ago. This happened when I was like 15. I commissioned an artist that I admired, and I liked her Yu-Gi-Oh content, and I wanted my avatar with Yami Yugi. I know, shocker that the story involves that. Shut up, Kayla. Yeah, and she just months and months and months would go by, and she just would reply to me less and less and less until eventually she just didn't reply to me anymore. I never got my money back. Nothing. She just never delivered it. And I'm just like, and what's weird about this is it's not like this is a situation where it's like, oh, you didn't do your research. Like, people are scammers. You should have looked at their profile. This is this is a popular artist. I won't do this because that's rude and doxy, but I could find the person right now. They're still active. They still post Yu-Gi-Oh! Related artwork, you know? And if I sent you the link, you guys would recognize this person if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. You'd be like, oh, I've seen that person's art before. It's like, yeah. They're pretty, like, popular for their Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan art, and they just never... How is it? Well, I guess it is, but... Wait! Okay, I just want to make sure it's the right sound of it. I mean, I guess I was kind of blushing because of Yami. So fair enough. Yeah, she's like, you and a Tim, huh? Yes. Yes, always. Always. And yeah, at the time, because I was like 15 still and I wasn't taking commissions yet, I did so many art trades back then, and all I ever asked people to draw was just the Pharaoh and me all the time. Good times, you know, back in the DeviantArt days. But Rika says, I gotta go now. Have fun talking. Art is cute and I'm excited to see the prints. Thank you, Rika, so much. I can't wait also until the story's ready. Keep an eye out, okay? Dragonkin, I just read your Under the Sea song. Dang. I do not miss school at all. You don't even know. I hope you're handling it okay, and I hope you're taking care of yourself. No, I do not miss school. I definitely do not miss high school. Definitely do not miss elementary school. Definitely don't miss college. Yeah, I always hated school. And I was a great student. Like, I had up until my last semester in college, because I literally rage quit and started skipping classes. But besides my last semester, I had nearly a 4.0. Yeah. And I hated every minute of it. And honestly, I would have traded all of that work that I did for, like, I would have been, like, instead of, like, going for the A's constantly, I would have settled with B's and C's if it meant that I spent a lot more time drawing. A lot of that time, I think, could have been better used to me, if I drew more. But, you know, the way I was raised and everything. To put a lot of importance on grades. And to each their own. Depends on what your goals is, what your dreams are. It totally depends. But the life I wanted to live, grades never mattered. They never did. So, wasted on me. If I could give my grades to somebody else who could use them, I would. Jean says, I know that I was super patient at first. They said they were going to be finished in a week. Gave them revision requests, said they would be done in a week, and that was 2 weeks ago. At least I got my money back. Oh, hey, at least you got your money back. You know, a week or 2 weeks, like, that's not the worst thing. But still, irresponsible on their part. I think that if you're going to take on a commission, you know, I mean, like I can guess how long something's going to take me, like, unless something crazy comes up. But even then, when I take on a project, I will always give them a date with, like, more time of, like, to spare, just in case something does come up, so that they always get it on time, no matter what. It's just called pre-planning. Like, if I get a project and I think, oh, okay, I can do this in, like, 3 days. But let's see. I'm working on a comic full time. I have other commissions, and I have work and a life and all of these things. So chances are, by the time I'm done, or even can get around starting, let's give it 2 weeks, maybe 3, at worst 6. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Don't make promises. That's my lesson to other artists. Judy says, how can I whisper it to you, MJ? I'm not sure what you mean by that. To whisper it to me. Bookworm says, I've been scammed by subscription boxes. Get out of here. Really? I never had one of those, but I see ads for them all of the time. That's a shame. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Trying to think. Well, anyways, I think it's time to wrap up. You know what I'm gonna do as soon as I get off stream? Go back to inking. I just can't do it while OBS is open because it, you know, slows my computer down, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to it. Maybe have maybe a tea or something. And that's it. Maybe I'll, you know, put some music on because my computer can handle music when OBS is closed. So, Janine says, I'm fine if something comes up and you're late. Just tell me and keep it transparent. Things were fine. Then I got a rude comment and that was the last straw. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always like to keep that space open because I don't know. I don't want things to come up, and if they do, I'd rather not, like, unless it's a real emergency, I don't like to bring that up. I feel that just looks very convenient, you know? Because that's like you're basically putting the other person in a position where they really have to trust you, and I don't think that a business relationship should be on all trust. Like, you can build trust over time with a consistent client, but like I feel like it shouldn't all be trust. I feel like it should be, like you said, transparent. It should be something that, like, you know is fine. So that's why I don't like to bring up emergencies. I'd rather leave the room for them. But if there is an emergency, yeah, just say it. And rude comments are not cool. In fact, the time that I mentioned where I got, the one time that I had to refund a client, the one time that this happened, it was actually because they just weren't, I don't know what was up with their reading comprehension. I guess they just misunderstood the agreement. But they came to me looking to get me to basically create the illustrations for their comic as well. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze because of this one, my allergies. Just trying to hold it back because I really don't feel like sneezing. Because when I sneeze, my nose will start running like crazy. And y'all don't need to see that. But basically, yeah, they wanted me to illustrate their comic. And so I told them, I was just like, okay, I do that. Like, I'm doing Silver Fangs full time, but I actually have one person, and I'm actually discussing it with a second person of illustrating their comic. But they have to be very aware that the pace is not going to be anywhere close to Silver Fangs, because that's my priority. So right now, the one person I'm doing a comic for, he gets about, like, literally like a panel a month. And this is just agreement that we have together because he has a certain budget, and so he can only afford so much every month. So, and I'm busy anyway, so this is what we agreed on. And it's very, very slow. A panel a month is ridiculously slow, but that's life, you know? And it is what it is, right? And this other person, we're working out a completely different deal. So this other person wanted the same thing, and I'm like, okay, well, you have to understand that the comics will be produced extremely slow. It's not my priority. Also, this person came to me with absolutely no character designs, just nothing, you know, basically nothing. And I also told them, like, okay, if you want me to create character design, because I can't create pages if I don't know what your characters look like. And yeah, written descriptions are not enough, you know? You can pay another artist to draw them and then come bring them to me, and then I can create pages, or you can commission me to create them and then we'll move forward, you know? Same with storyboards. These things cost money because it takes time. Artists don't just make it up. They don't make up the pages. You have to plan the layout of the pages and the camera angles and the shots and all of this. And so, yeah. So, they said, oh, okay, fine, we'll do character designs first. And I was just like, okay. Then the next step to think about is that I could do the character designs for you and I can do the pages for you, but I'm not committing to this project. Like, basically, like the other comics that I'm doing right now, there's no contract. That means if I decide to stop working on it because, for whatever reason, let's say I have a baby, or let's say, like, Silver Fangs just gets too overwhelming for me that I just have to stop taking commissions for whatever reason, I have the right to do that. I'm not on contract with you. You know? So basically, like, each panel or each page is like its own commission. It's like a hire on the go kind of thing. Like, don't count on me to be working on your series for the next 10 years. I don't know what's going to happen in 10 years. So that's the kind of agreement we have. It's like, you're kind of like I don't think I'm going to go anywhere, you know? And as long as I have the time and you're willing to pay, like, that's cool. Like, I'll do it. But you have to be open to kind of like, think of it like DC and Marvel, right? Like, they don't have one artist working on all of their content. They have multiple artists working on multiple issues. Like, this is how you gotta look at it, right? So it's like, if I can't work on your thing anymore, go find a new artist to take over or whatever. So, like, that has to be clear. So then basically what happened was I illustrated one character for them based on their description, and I was like, okay, let's do the character designs, and they were like, cool. They sent the funds, I sketched out the character, did the thing, and it was one of the cheapest character designs because they went for just a sketch only, which is enough for me to do comic pages. That's fine. I think if I recall, it was like $30. That's not a lot. That's one of the cheapest commissions I do. It was very basic. It was a full body sketch with like some color in there, a color sketch of this character. And I sent it, and they came back so mad and so frustrated because, well, not right away. When they replied, they were like, oh, Craig, okay, that's great. So what about the pages? When are we going to do pages? And it's like, thanks for wasting my time. Like, I'm not a teacher. I'm not like the person, like, I'm an artist for hire. Like, I should have been paid for me educating this person on how it works, because I spent the time explaining that we're not doing pages yet, nor am I obligated to do pages. Right now, the only thing you're hiring me for are character designs. And then from there, we can see if we can do pages, or if you want to take the concepts of the characters to another artist and have them do the pages. Like, one thing at a time, you know what I mean? And they were just like, when are we doing the pages? So I was just like, I replied, and I was just like, I told you, we have to get the characters illustrated for you. You know what they look like, and then we can discuss pages, if you want to do them with me. And then that's when they were really furious. They were like, this is a ripoff. I came to you because I wanted comics. I didn't even want character drawings in the first place and all this stuff. And I was just like, okay, so clearly I'm not open to doing comics with this person. So I just basically said, like, all right, maybe the way that I do work isn't, like, right for you. Maybe you should go somewhere else. And they demanded a refund, and they were very, very rude. And I was just like, you know what? It's only $30. Why am I gonna fight this and risk this person, like, you know, being annoying and who knows? So I refunded them, and that was that. Absolutely terrible. Only refund I've ever given. Ah, what an experience. I mean, I have other bad client experiences, but that one was the only time I've ever refunded anybody. If that even counts. Super weird. Anyways, that's my story. My quick little story time to end the stream. Thanks for anyone. How do I do? Okay, thanks for hanging out. You're so welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Fingers crossed, please help me figure out this like thing. Please help a girl out. When I have my Kofi goals, I need a new computer so I can stream more often and, like, actually create content on it. So yeah, that'll be there. And I think that's it. I'm gonna go so I can actually draw something. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I won't be streaming this weekend, or it's unlikely that I will. But, have a good night, Kayla. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I might not stream this weekend, but I might. We'll see. But either way, don't count on it. Most likely next week. Okay? Because I have to start planning making that Sora piece that everybody supported on Kofi. So that's next. Until next time. Bye!